Hey there. Made it to Thursday. Sleep well, but okay. I wrote my blog earlier this week about Bloody Monday, about losing, what was it? At final count, it was something like 75,000 jobs in one day. And then the next day, there were more thousands of jobs. And the next day, more thousands of jobs. And I'm like, this is so freaking tragic. Because when thousands of jobs are lost all at once, it's really tough to find another. There are jobs out there, but it's interesting. I keep getting the email from like Monster and Career Builder and so forth. There are jobs, but let's see. Would I want to be working at a check and go during these troubled times? I don't think so. The hell of it is, the people that put us into this mess, they really aren't suffering much. No, not really. They have, you know, money. There's an interesting series on YouTube, and I'll put a link in the description on what is money. And it's a very interesting series. It's like, I don't know how many videos long, but there's a bunch of them. But money is a very odd thing. To this day, I still think it's an odd thing. Yeah. Since we don't have money based on gold anymore, we don't. What's it based on? Or do they just print up more when we need? You know, for years I thought that we only printed up more when there was enough bills that were damaged or dirty or whatever. And coins, well. But it's a really wacky system. And one thing that this in the first issue of this series they say is that you really aren't taught about money in school and the system of banking and money. You really aren't taught it. I was thinking back, going, no, you weren't. And what brought this to mind, of course, besides all the job loss and recession and Depression 2.0, which I call it, is that my parents were young during the First Depression. They were just starting out during the First Depression. I mean, they were starting their lives together at that point. And it shaped them. It molded them. And I can't help thinking over the next 5 to 10 years how we're going to be shaped and molded. My dad was lucky. He had a job through the Depression. He was very lucky. He was lucky. And so far I'm lucky. But my business, the company I work with, is based off of insurance and insurance agents staying solvent. And then Allstate, of course, they laid off thousands. And I'm going, ah! So it's a nerve-wracking time all over the place. No matter what area you work in, no matter what industry you work in, there industries that are untouched. And the more sectors that are touched, the worse it gets. And then it feeds off itself, because if you don't have money, you can't buy anything. And if you can't buy anything, that's low consumer confidence. And yeah, stores close and more people are out of work. And it's cyclical, and it cycles down and down and down and down. So I was trying to think of all the things that my parents told me about the Depression 1.0. The big one. The big one. And there's a lot of construction up ahead. Oh dear. Alright, so we'll get over it. Alright. Oh, Nelly, kids. You're gonna have to slow down, people. Ooh, there's a person that didn't slow down. And that's why they're off to the side of the road and lost a piece of their car. Anyway, okay. Needless to say, I'm trying to remember all the things they told me about Depression 1.0. They told me that they would get together with another couple, they were friends, and they'd play Monopoly or board games. They also had another game called Careers, which was an interesting game. Not that popular, but a very interesting game. Just as long as Monopoly, I think, too. And they would get one candy bar and split it in 4 pieces. And that was their treat for the night. So, yeah. Yesterday I had the opportunity to get a Costco card. Costco came to the office and they had their brochures. You could sign up for a lower price to get a Costco card, and I'm going, okay, I'll spend $50 for a Costco card with this company discount thing, whatever. And then I can go and spend more. And I looked at those apps and I didn't fill them out, and then I tore them out. Because the whole point right now, unfortunately, to survive this, you have to stop spending. Food, gas, pretty much it. And bills. That's my life. Food, gas, and bills. I was going to go to Seattle. I'm not going. Because even though the plane ticket was paid for, I might be able to use part of that plane ticket later in the year, maybe. You know, but right now, with my property taxes coming due March 1st, I think, and I have to get the income tax refund, so I have enough money to pay the real estate taxes that I used as a deduction last year to get a better refund. See how it's cyclical? Talk to you later.